Guys, if anybody tells you they've lived in Cameroon and they've not tasted this, then just go ahead and tell them they've lost or they've wasted three-quarters of their life staying in Cameroon, because this right here is a delicacy nobody, I mean nobody, wants to miss. Hey guys, I am your girl Chanazi's Twist, and if you're new here, just feel free and know this is family. Today we shall be preparing puff puff and pap. I will go with all-purpose flour, and this paste you see right here is what we call pap. Nigerians call it akamu. You can also call it porridge. It is made from fermented corn. Yeah, this was made with yellow corn. We have the yellow or the orange color corn, or we also use the white corn, but this was made from the yellow corn. Then I'll go for my brown sugar. Here we have the Arabian sea bass or barramundi. I love this fish. I will go with one medium-sized lemon or one large-sized lemon and lemongrass. The lemongrass and the lemon are all optional. Then some yeast, and we need some water, lukewarm water, not hot and not cold water. So let's get started. Now in a clean bowl, let's go ahead and add in our water. So we'll be going for 2 cups of lukewarm water. I'm emphasizing on the temperature of the water because it's very important. Lukewarm water. Then we go in with half a cup of sugar and half a tablespoon of salt. Now you don't want your puff puff to be too sweet and you don't want it to be too salty. But to get a perfect taste, it should be literally balanced. Like your salt should slightly overpower the sugar. Then you get the perfect taste of puff puff. But if you want it too sweet, it's up to you. It's optional. Then we go in with half tablespoon of yeast. Now, once you've added your yeast, give it a good mix, and then you set it aside. Let it sit for about 10 minutes before you add in your flour. In another bowl or a tray, you go ahead and sieve your flour. If you have a tray, it's perfect. Sieve your flour to avoid any lumps and to get rid of any dirt that might be in the flour, and also the air helps as a raising agent. So this is what our heat looks like once we've set it aside. Now we go straight to adding our flour. Add the flour gradually and mix everything together. Make sure you have this consistency. This is the perfect puff puff you want to have. If you choose to add more flour, then your puff puff will be too thick and it won't really be enjoyable. Now, if you have less flour, it will be too airy. Your puff puff will be too airy and too light. So this is just the perfect consistency you need for a perfect puff puff. Now when you have this, then know that your puff puff or your mixture is ready. So we'll cover it and set it aside. Let it sit in a room temperature for about room temperature for about 45 minutes. It will double in size and then voila. So we'll cover it now and then set it aside and continue prepping our other ingredients. Now let's go to our pap. In our pap, the paste, we're gonna add some water, room temperature water. Give it a good mix until you have no lumps. Once everything is beautifully mixed and smooth, then you can go ahead and use it. So I'll go straight to slicing my fever grass or lemongrass, then our lemon as well. Now let's go ahead and fry our fish. So I started by adding onions in our hot oil. Then add in your fish gently to avoid hurting yourself with hot oil. Because if you drop the fish at a distance, then you definitely hurt yourself. Now, as I was saying regarding the onions, caramelized onions has this extra fragrance that it adds to the oil, which elevates the taste of the fish. So you don't want to miss that part, but it is optional. You can also add um, rosemary, or it also helps to elevate the taste of the fish. Now you might be wondering why I didn't go straight to um, preparing my pap. That's because we don't do cold pap. If you do cold pap, the pap won't be popping enough. The pap won't be popping enough, so you're not going to enjoy it. Now, once the side of your fish is golden brown, go straight to flip the other side and make sure both sides are golden brown. So you can see both sides of our fish is golden brown. So it's time to take it off the heat. And then we continue to prepping our pap. This is a beautiful breakfast. Literally, it's not a complete breakfast, but it's almost a complete breakfast in Cameroon with the pap and the puff puff and the fish. But yeah, we usually add beans on the side as well. So in boiling water, we go straight to adding our lemongrass or fever grass. This is to cook our pap. Like I said earlier, lemongrass is optional, but you don't want to miss this part. It gives an extra flavor and an extra taste to the pap. And you can see now our mixture is ready to pap. So you add in your water. Once you add in the water, continue mixing it. Give it a continuous mix. You don't want to have lumps, because if you stop mixing, you're gonna have some lumps. So you mix it until the color changes like so. That's when you can relax. But you have to give it a quick and continuous mix. Then, if you see that the texture is a bit too thick, go ahead and add in some water. Now, I'll tell you something about pap in Cameroon. If you have lived in all the regions of Cameroon, you will notice that some regions like their pap light, or should I say watery, and others like it very, very thick. I like it, I don't know, I am always in between. I like it average, not too light and not too thick, not too watery and not too thick. If I give this to my aunt, she'll tell me I just gave her a watery pap. Like I just gave her water. She likes her pap very thick. But to me, this consistency is just perfect for me actually. But like I said, you can go for a lighter consistency or a thicker one. Just do what you like. You can add the sugar as well. Guys, we had something standing by the side for about 45 minutes waiting for us. Our puff puff mixture is ready. It has doubled in size. So it is ready for frying. In a clean pot, let's go in with our oil. And then before you start the frying process, make sure you kind of mix the mixture again. Mix it properly before you start frying. Once you've mixed, get a good quantity into your hands, and then um, drop them in your hot oil. Once you've dropped them in your hot oil, once the sides are golden brown, then you flip the sides. Right here we have a perfectly made puff puff. Then we go back to our pap, which has been cooking for a few minutes. Add in your lemon. I didn't add my lemon quite early. I usually like to add my lemon when it's almost ready. So our pap is ready. It's time to serve and enjoy with your puff puff and fried fish. There we go, guys. Here we have our habanero sauce or pepper sauce, which is just something you don't want to miss. We have our fried puff puff, our pap, and the fried fish. You go ahead and just scoop some pap. Just scoop some pap. There is no way you have this mixture for a breakfast, for a cold on a cold morning or for dinner on a cold evening without feeling heat from inside. You know, there is no way. The hot pap and the hot habanero sauce gives you that heat that you just want. So I'm trying to crush my lemon into my pap because that sweet and sour taste is something else. Then you cut open your puff puff, add in some pepper sauce, give it a good bite. And yes, give it a good bite and just enjoy. Like I said earlier, this is a perfect breakfast in Cameroon. Usually we add beans on the side, but I didn't have time to prep some beans to cook some beans for this. So sometime in the future we might make puff puff and beans. Yeah. And then this fish. I love the head. There is no fish without the head. Please, there is no fish without a head. If you can't enjoy the head, then you don't know what you're missing in life. So you just take some fish, scoop into your pepper sauce, and enjoy as well. That's the head. Just scoop some sauce and enjoy the fish with. Guys, while we are enjoying this meal, this beautiful delicacy from Cameroon, I'd just like to advise us all on one little thing. If you have a friend that you cherish so much, that you love so much, and you don't want to lose in life, don't let money come in between you guys because you will end up losing that friend and losing that money. Take this advice seriously. Don't let money come in between you. Do not lend them money because it will end your friendship. Take this advice and you thank me later. So I enjoyed this with my Ugandan friend, and she was like, this is so delicious. I mean, the pap, how did you make it? We have something similar in Uganda and we call it porridge. And I was like, the lemongrass plus the lemon plus the sugar added to the fermented corn because the fermentation gives an extra flavor and a sour taste that I just can't explain. All those things put together gives you a taste that your palate keep wanting more. Wait, you see this scoop where you use the puff puff to scoop the pap? I can just invite my junior brother to explain it better. It is so sumptuous. It is so Woo! Wait, what happened? What happened? So who finished that puff and puff puff? Who emptied my bowl? Now one more thing. If you're trying to start a petty business and you really don't have enough capital, this right here is a good start for you. Puff puff and pap, you can add some beans and trust me, if you make your puff puff well, you will have customers. A lot of customers. So guys, thank you very much for watching and see you in our next twist with another episode. Like I said earlier, there is no fish without a head. If a fish head cannot be eaten, cannot be enjoyed, then to me, the fish is not worth buying. Yeah, the fish is not worth buying. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. Bye. Thank you so much. I love you all, guys, and I'll see you again.